all the answers aren't in front of us, they're inside of us.
I want to go to your third Golderisms because it's also, part of this conversation. So you said inside you is a unique gift working its way to the surface. So a lot of people talk about gifts. So first of all, like explain to me this Golderism.
Well, I truly believe that, each of us has a contribution that's just itching to come out into the world. And that a lot of our discomfort, a lot of our angst and our ennui come from it, that gift, whatever that is, being buried, being stuck inside of us. And I think it's that happens because we're products of our environment, as I keep bringing our environment into it, but I don't think we can talk about our inner experience without acknowledging our outer experience sometime, and acknowledging the things that push and pull us in different directions. And, we're distracted, we're under all these societal pressures to kind of get in line and fit in, and we all have this unique thing that's just it's just in there. And you said all the answers are in front of us, and I think while that's true and can be a very powerful reality here in our information age, the fact is that the flip side of that coin is it's a bit of a distraction, because I would offer the counterpoint that all the answers aren't in front of us, they're inside of us. And so when we're constantly distracted by the bookshelf full of half-read self-help books and all the latest scientific research and what all the experts say, when we're constantly looking outside of ourselves, we don't know truly in a fully embodied, in a fully felt sense, we don't necessarily know what our values are. We don't know what's most important to us. We don't know what that gift is, what that contribution is that's just dying to get out and serve the world.
Right. How do you do that? How do you find your values? How do you find your gift?
Well, I think for a lot of people, we carry the expectations that we're however many years old and we're a quote unquote, I'll use podcast air quotes, that we're grown-ups now. We have jobs and bills and so on and responsibilities, and we should know who we are and what we care about. But I think the reality is, and it's been my experience, that both personally and professionally, if we don't have some intentionality to really explore what those things are, then we might not have a really firm, confident grasp on it. We might think that, we really care about something, but it might just be that that's something our parents cared about or our friends cared about, and our values are actually very different. So I think we know what our values are by doing an intentional, focused inquiry or, exploration of the subject. So it's something I do regularly with my coaching clients when they find that they're feeling stuck or feeling like they have a lack of clarity about which direction to head in their lives or what's important to them, is to really, really dig into those topics.
And I love that you said that. And being stuck and being really uncomfortable, feeling that something there is wrong on a subconscious level and it appears in the body in different forms, that's a signal that you need time for reflection, that you need time to slow down, that you need time to really develop your self-awareness. So what type of work you do as a coach, or what's your best tools to really start on this exploration journey?
Well, there's so many of them, and they're all great. And, I always want to start that, when I'm working with a client, I always want to start with, some curiosity, some inquiry about what the client brings that might be helpful. Because I've got a huge list and I can share that. But, as we know as coaches and as people, like, things that we discover ourselves, things that are uniquely us are more powerful than something off of someone else's grocery list. So, often if a client brings up the fact that writing is really important to them, but they haven't been writing, then maybe I will bring that up in conversation as a tool to use. Or someone says that they love to dance, or they have any creative pursuit is a great tool for awareness. Anything that brings people into their body is a great tool for building awareness. Some people say, well, meditation's been really helpful for me in the past, and I've stopped doing that. So anything that helps us focus on a fixed point on our breath, any of those can be great. Some people say, I need to, go for a bike ride twice this week, or I need to just take my shoes off and walk around in the grass in the park every afternoon for 10 minutes. And anything that slows us down, that, puts us in touch with our physical body, that puts us in touch with our creativity, because our creativity, I don't know how you define what our creativity is, but I know it's us. I know it's us coming to the surface. So when we create that space and that time in any of those ways, or more often than not, it starts to be in a variety of these ways, it just starts building awareness. And I want to specify that building awareness, living with awareness, it's a practice. It's like brushing our teeth. Right. It's not a one and done thing. It's not like putting new tires on our car where we're good for the next 60,000 miles. It's something we build into our day, we build into our lifestyle, right, and in ways that fit us.
100%. I think what you just said is a great summary of, first of all, you're unique. You're talking about unique gifts. Like there is nobody else's like you. And then there is a responsibility to take ownership, of your persona, right? The good and the bad. And it goes, through, doing this work of self-awareness. And as you said, it's not a one-time fix. It's not like, going to the spa, making your nails and they're pretty and, for a while, but it's really taking care of you and taking care of making mindfulness, self-awareness a practice. Well, mindfulness is part of it though. So it's my way of creating this self-awareness, trying to build presence.